and it's basically to fight the racism and discrimination that's been going on their campus. For example, they recently had a hunger strike from the football team. They didn't practice, they didn't play any games unless the president resigned. Do you have any concerns or any encouraging words as an HBCU student?
Well, in my opinion, I think they did a good deed standing up for what they believed in. Encouraging words, I would just say be safe. Don't do anything at night, and just watch your back. Just be careful and keep a group of people with you.
Yes, I've heard about the organization, and I've heard about the entire incident going on at the University of Missouri, and I think when I first got the notification last week that the president was going to resign because the students wouldn't play football, I thought that it was a very powerful movement, and I thought they were setting a good example, especially because people have a negative perception sometimes of student athletes, and I think by those student athletes representing something positive, it really helped with the student unity overall.
I feel like it proves that racism is not gone, it's not dead as everybody thinks because we have a black president, that racism just been hid under the table, but it just shines light on the different areas where it needs to be expressed, it needs to be talked about and not under the table. So I think it's a really good thing for them to be protesting and getting the word out.
This is a classic example of knowing your history, because we've seen this over and over again in the 50s and the 60s, and it's very sad that it's happening again in 2015.
Okay, so basically the 6 weeks of Mizzou, correct? There was a chancellor, a president there who was letting racial slurs and racial events and issues that black students were having with other students that happened to be the majority. He was letting them slide and not doing anything about it. So after a while, the football team decided to protest and kind of boycott practices, games, the whole Mizzou University. And in result, the president was fired or resigned, stepped down, whatever you want to call it. And now there are students going around doing things like saying they're going to shoot all the black people on campus. They're rallying in like a racist organization, not really a KKK, but like something like that. And it's not on any national news coverage. It isn't being broadcasted, and it isn't being talked about. And it is actually very troubling. And classes have still been going on that campus, even though minority students don't feel as though it's safe.
Here's more from NCCU students.
Some encouraging words would be to stay strong, never forget who you are or where you come from.
Just keep the peace. Everything is out of our control, so let's not make it worse than what it is, and just pray.
Well, don't give up the fight. Just because you aren't seeing results right now doesn't mean that results are going to come in the future. Your message is not just resonating with HBCUs, but it's resonating across the country. People are really understanding what you guys are doing, and here in North Carolina Central University, we are definitely supporting everything you guys have going on.
I would definitely say encouraging words to keep the faith and know that this test is only a part of the testimony that's going to come later. And particularly, I would say that as a black community, this sends us a message that we need to stand together and stop belittling each other. Showing support, I think the overall support of HBCU students, and not only HBCU students, but college students as well, with the all-black, all-day movement they had today. I think that's a very encouraging aspect, and it's very symbolic, because it symbolizes, we're not only proud to wear our black in our skin, but we're proud to wear it, as an attire as well. And it shows that we're standing together.
Stay strong, definitely, and to not let anyone knock you down. I know a lot of HBCU students are kind of saying like, well, you should have went to a HBCU, but I'm not going to say that, because at the end of the day, we don't know the reasons why certain people went to the school that they're at. But I would definitely say like to stay strong and to never let anyone knock you down, because at the end of the day, knowledge is power, and your mindset is probably stronger than a lot of theirs, and they're scared of you. So just take that and run with it. I would advise them to keep strong and to collaborate with other schools that can help support with the movement as well, HBCUs and other institutes like predominantly white, because everything's better when people come together. So I think that would be the best move.
Come together and finish strong.
I would say keep your head up, and you got the support from your fellow black college students, and that you guys should this should make you guys come together stronger. You guys should put a plan of action together. Don't respond in violence. Don't respond in fear. Don't let them put fear in your hearts. I feel like y'all should still stand for what you believe in. Don't let this be a reason to deter you from still standing up for your rights. Show that school like this isn't the 50s.
My encouraging words to them would be just to continue doing what they're doing, because they standing up for something that they believe in, and just like I said, just continue doing what they're doing and standing up for their rights, and bringing light to the university in a positive way for the black community.
I just want the students to stay focused and to continue with their education, because as long as we continue to learn new things and read different books and understand what exactly is going on around the world, then we can be very powerful.
I would definitely tell them to keep moving, keep pushing, because this is just one instance at one place. Stuff like this happens all the time. So by them continuing to do what they're doing, it'll help set an example, and hopefully it'll give other people who might be going through similar situations the same type of drive to do something similar.